Olivia is asking, did anyone use Vaseline for schoolyard fights? No, because I didn't grow up around a bunch of women.
Yeah, I was also going to say, that's for girls.
If you wanted to fight me, you were going to fight me ashy the way that God intended. We weren't about to grease up.
Bust you in that dry-ass face.
I do remember that being a stereotype of women greasing their faces so that they wouldn't get cut. But no, I never personally did that.
That would be crazy.
Yeah.
Take off the earrings, put on the Vaseline so that they couldn't make contact.
Yeah, your hand would just slip off and keep sliding until you fell on your face.
Then you take both your fists and you dip them in Tussy and it just becomes hard.
Now the blood just slides off your knuckles.
The government growing babies, microchips in your anus. All koala bears are racist. The ozone layer owes me money. Martians invented turkey stuffing. Y'all can't tell me nothing.
Bust it, baby. There it is, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another phenomenal episode of My Mama Told Me.
The podcast where we dive deep into the pockets of black conspiracy theories.
And we finally worked to prove that Jermaine Dupri did in fact give Bow Wow human growth hormone so that nigga would stay little and cute for longer, thus making him more profitable in a market share that needed it. I am Langston Kerman, and I believe the fuck out of that one.
I'm David Bory, and I think you're spitting facts. Because I don't trust Jermaine Dupri anyways. Why do you have so many children ads?
Way too many kids. And
too many kids.
And I think he saw the mistake he made with Crisscross by letting them niggas grow into full humans too fast.
Because none of us liked that. We did not like a grown-up Crisscross.
Come on, man. It grossed me out so fast.
And I had that album and I didn't like it.
Yeah, they got so big. They got mustaches. And we were like, get the fuck out of here.
They're talking about fucking. Nobody wants that.
If you don't take y'all ugly asses to the DMV and get out of my face.
Yeah, you're the Miggity Mac dad. I don't like it. I don't like it. Also, Lil Bow Wow looked like a girl his first 5 years out, remember?
Gorgeous. He was gorgeous.
Gorgeous. Beautiful eyes.
There's that video. I don't know if you remember this.
Of course I remember it.
Yeah, where that
guy from Chicago.
Yeah, he's like,
Cootie.
He's like, man, you cute as hell. You're a cute little. And they're like, hey man, that's a boy. And
no, he says that's a nigga. he says, hey man, somebody yells.
And for some reason, he put that in the Kanye documentary. I think
it was one of my favorite parts. Because, I did just rewatch it. Why do you ask?
It was like, how do I justify my relationship with Kanye? I better show them my best work, which is accusing Little Bow Wow of being a cute little girl.
He looked like a little girl there, though. He had beautiful curls.
He did look like a cute little girl. I did not still feel uncomfortable with how Cootie was responding to a little girl being interviewed, but that's not my business, you know?
Yeah, he definitely was like, you're so beautiful.
Yeah, it's like, hey, man, I don't think you should talk to a little girl like that either, but all right.
Also, where's Bow Wow's parents?
Oh, buddy, I think that's why we're here, you know?
I always wondered where his parents were. They just left you with Snoop when you were a little girl or boy?
They dropped him off at Snoop's house and they didn't look back.
Yikes.
And then Snoop was like, I can't raise another baby. Jermaine, what you doing?
Jermaine's like, it's me, Don Chi-Chi. Remember when he wanted us to call him that?
I do remember that. I haven't thought about it in a while, but I do remember.
What a strange nickname. I'm not going to call you Don Chi-Chi.
I don't respect you enough to change your name, Jermaine Dupri.
I'm not good. Jermaine Dupri is a great name. Don Chi-Chi is gross.
No, it's not good. Our guest today has never asked us to call her Don Chi-Chi, as far as I know. I don't know. Maybe there's a Don Chi-Chi history that we're unaware of, but she's hilarious. She's wonderful. Person that I was surprised had not done the podcast yet because she's so funny and we love her so much. You know her from so many things, most of which we can't list because of an ongoing strike that makes things inconvenient for all of us. But she's hysterical, and we're so happy she's here. Give it up for Candice Thompson. Yeah.
We need a button.
I need an award because that was the hardest intro to sit through without chiming in and riffing.
Please say your spot. Please.
Yeah, no, if you got thoughts, you got to throw them in now.
Oh, okay. Oh, the moment hasn't. I feel like the moment's passed.
No, not with this podcast.
We're a big Bow Wow club. We stand a do-rag king.
Please understand, we have entire episodes dedicated to Bow Wow and Bow Wow alone. So
yeah, we love him.
Yeah,
we love him. Still to this day, we love him.
Right now,
some of us more than others, but absolutely, the dedication remains on both ends.
I mean, when you're talking about Jermaine Dupri giving him, was it human growth hormone? Is that the HGH? Is that what you said?
Yeah, no, I'm not a learned man, so I don't know exactly what chemicals he was putting in his body, but I know he gave him something to keep that nigga small.
Stunted. Well, I feel like hurt people because Jermaine Dupri is also this tall.
He's a cutie pie.
Good point. Come on.
Maybe it was done to him, right? And then now he's paying it forward.
Because didn't he grow up like on tour with, wasn't he on tour with like LSG? He was like a dancer when he was a little boy.
Jermaine Dupri?
Yeah, or something. Maybe not LSG. That's a weird one. That would be
I was about to say, what is he dancing to?
That would be a weird group to have a little boy dancer.
Wait, that was Levert?
Sweat, Gil.
Sweat and Gil, yeah.
Some would say it was the Avengers of R&B music.
I mean, if anybody, they did come together like Voltron. They absolutely.
If you mean Avengers, you mean the ones that nobody gives a fuck about.
Whoa, don't do that to my man Keith Sweat. Don't do that.
That was a real Black Widow teams up with Iron Man. Don Cheadle's character teams up with Hawkeye
Langston,
as far as R&B.
Sometimes you take the bit too far. I don't like this.
Look, I just saw a flyer with Keith Sweat's name on it. Him and Tank.
Yeah.
They toured together.
Yeah, what is this?
I was doing that today. Pleasure Principle and Twisted.
Yeah, they toured together.
Pain, Love, Sex, Pain. What's that Tank song?
All I know is the flyer was on a pole, like a light post. Just how you see those We Buy Houses flyers in LA. It's the same shit. So it's probably
it just had that poster and it said "We buy panties."
Yeah, they don't have social media.
I saw a flyer the other day, and I think this is now just a common way for these guys to keep making money, but it was like 12 plus R&B legends all on a single tour together. And it felt like
Mandel posted it.
Yeah, it was like, Mandel did post it. It was like Drew Hill and fucking Shy and all kinds of groups that it's like, I don't know how y'all are actually getting paid off of this because this is too many people.
Too many people.
I would love to see Drew Hill, though.
I'd love to see all of them.
5 Steps?
I don't.
Come on,
no.
man.
I would, but it's not the original members anymore.
Oh, is the fat one still there? If you say he's dead to me, if you look...
I hope he didn't die. Honestly, I'm starting to get stressed. I'm about to look it up real quick. Is the fat dude from Drew Hill?
His name was Woody.
I don't know.
That wasn't Woody.
That wasn't Woody.
That was.
Which one was it? It was Nokio.
Yeah.
He was like the sexy, vaguely Asian one.
Yeah.
It was Cisco.
Yeah.
Okay, Nokia. Woody was kind of like the guy. Jazz. It was Jazz.
Yeah. Drew Hill.
Jazz.
Yeah. I think the Drew Hill members are probably back together. That would be my. I would assume Larry Jazz Anthony is his name, and I think Drew Hill probably has not enough going on that they all agreed to link back up. That would be my guess.
Even Cisco.
Yeah, Cisco ain't busy.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, it's like
I could see them coming back, reconvening.
And we do owe a lot to Cisco that I don't think he often gets credited for.
Of course.
I think a lot of
You
this
mean teenage
weird
pregnancies?
Well, sure, yeah.
They pioneered that Matrix technology.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody forgets about that, where you jump up and the camera spins. That was in the You Are Everything video before the Matrix came out.
Yeah.
He ran on top of a sea of women in the Thong Song video.
Yeah, that was funny.
And he wore his belly out in a way that is very trendy now. He was just a trendsetter culturally that I don't think we're ever going to admit this day and age.
He wore exciting clothes. His clothes were exciting.
Dog, leather. Nothing but leather.
Come on. Different animal skins.
He was taking risks.
He was taking risks.
He was taking risks. He was a daring motherfucker. And he I think, also pioneered a lot of like the R&B hip-hop collaboration shit that we saw later.
Is that what you're talking about?
No, I mean, although he did do that.
Because I had a hat with an Asian, I don't know what it said, but I had one because of them.
There was a period where vaguely Asian shit had a deep chokehold in the hip-hop community, and I think Cisco is owed a lot of credit for that.
Come on, Langston. I know you had one of those button-downs.
You know what I
know
had?
you had one of those button-downs.
You know what I had was one of those, I don't know if this was big only in Chicago or if this was everywhere, but there were like those like Chinese hats that like would swoop down.
Wait, like Raiden?
Yeah, that Raiden hats.
You had one of... Yo, you're a wild guy.
Raiden hats were real big in the hood during the Cisco era, and I got my mom to get me one from the beauty supply, and I never really had the confidence to wear it that often, but when I did, boy, did I feel empowered.
Man, having a crazy hat, that's the toughest thing to go out in.
You think it's going to work every time, and then you put it on, and you're like, man, I can't wait at the bus stop with this, you know?
I had a bucket hat because I saw Eric Sermon or Keith Murray wore one in the Death Squad video, but it's like, nobody was like, hey, if you're a fat kid in a bucket hat, people will make fun of you because you look nuts. There's not enough hat there.
But what I was saying is I think Cisco was an early pioneer in R&B singers being the features on hip hop songs. Mm-hmm. Like before Cisco, rappers weren't like linking up with singing niggas that much. And I think that he led the way in a lot of ways on that collaboration.
There was a divide. Yeah. He brought them together.
Yeah, there were a few of them where it was like, oh, okay, we could just have a singing ass dude do this part.
Yeah, I like that.
Cisco.
I think they should bring it back.
The best of both worlds. Remember that with Jay-Z and R. Kelly?
Oh, that Forbidden album.
Yeah, and they did it twice. I think Jay-Z would love for us to forget that they made 2 albums together.
Remember that, Jay?
It is a dream team combo, though.
It was an unbelievable combination.
That title was accurate.
Yeah? Yeah, it really was. It really was. Man.
2 pedophiles linking up, doing their thing.
Oh, man, we're going to get canceled.
Wait, what did Jay-Z? Is Jay-Z dabbling in children?
I think there's an argument to be made that if you believe Beyonce is the age that she is, and it was an inappropriate relationship from the start. But
also because it piggybacked off of the Aaliyah thing.
Yeah.
It was also that.
But I will say, I think if you stick with it for as long as he has, it wipes the slate clean. Candice, I'm sorry that your career is going to take a hit the way that it is by joining up with us this afternoon. But we are very excited you're here. You came with a conspiracy theory that I guess... Bori, I don't know where this falls in terms of things that you've heard or haven't heard. I don't know that I've ever heard it as a conspiracy theory, but I certainly have heard it throughout my life. You said, my mama told me.
Using Vaseline on skin is better than lotion.
Which is, correct. I think, insane. And I was a Vaseline kid. My mom's
you
from
look
another
like a
country.
Vaseline kid.
Yeah.
Don't do that to me. Come on. I have a very good skincare regimen now. But yeah, I was leaving the house shiny as fuck.
Right. I know you were.
Oh, okay.
I know. That's what I'm saying. You look like a Vaseline kid. You look like every kid that I knew. And Grant, look, we had tubs of Vaseline in my house too, okay? This is not a Vaseline shame podcast.
And it is only sold in a tub.
No, I mean like giant tubs.
Yeah.
There's different. Yeah.
No one's ever bought it, though. Nobody ever remembers buying Vaseline.
No, it just is.
It just is there.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, Candice, tell us everything you know. Tell us what you have.
Oh, I don't know much. All I know is that Black people love moisturization.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
That's where, the phrase Black don't crack. I think, yes, a lot of it is genetics, but I think even more so is the moisturization regimen that Black moms teach their kids.
Sure.
The layering of the oils is always, important. All right.
Multiple oils, definitely.
Coconut oil, you said?
I said multiple oils, definitely.
Multiple.
Some salves, some balms.
Mm-hmm, absolutely. Mm-hmm. Absolutely. So Vaseline to me, in my layering household, was more of a sealant. We would put on lotions first, and then the Vaseline would come to seal it in. Moisture. Yes. Also fun if you're swimming, because then if you go swimming and then the layer of Vaseline, the water would just beat up on you.
Yeah,
sure.
Yeah.
A protectant against the chlorine in the pool.
It's much like that outer layer around the earth of ice that people talk about. What's that? The asthenosphere or something?
Yeah.
The what?
You know what I'm talking about?
I'm familiar. I wasn't going to be brave enough to use the word that you used, but
yeah, I started going and I just had to keep going. I didn't feel confident at all.
And buddy, I'm not confident you said the right thing, but
I think it's probably wrong.
The asthenosphere? Is that what you call it?
Asthenosphere, yeah.
Asthenosphere?
Yeah.
It sounds Greek. I think it's Greek.
It sounds absolutely Greek.
Hold on. Listen. No, it is excited. It is a thing.
This was on Rick and Morty.
The upper layer of the Earth's mantle below the lithosphere, in which there is relatively low resistance to plastic flow and convection, is thought to occur.
What?
So let's not look any deeper than that into what I said.
You heard it. You heard it here first, folks. My boy knows some words.
But at the end of the day, yes, I know what you mean about putting on lotion and then trapping the lotion with a sheet of Vaseline.
Correct.
So this is what your parents, your family are encouraging you to do. Frankly, I assume forcing you to do, as many of our families have. Is this something you have maintained in your adult life? Do you continue to Vaseline as an adult?
Now, here's the thing is there's been a lot of Vaseline hate over the years. You can hear there was shame when David started. He was like, don't you call me a Vaseline kid, right? Like you heard it right there.
Because you were walking around crazy shiny. I did look nuts.
Yeah.
Like it looked like I was like a fucking fry cook or something. Like there's like a sheen.
Yeah, you said that, and he immediately put his dukes up, old-timey style.
Absolutely. How dare you? How dare you? I had a friend who knew a kid who went to school with him when he was in elementary school who would ride a bike to school, and because of the layer of Vaseline that was over his face when he got to school, there was gnats and flies and stuff.
Oh, no. Oh, poor guy.
Oh, poor bug face.
Oh.
I hope that's what you called him.
Well, no, he didn't go to my school. He went to one of my close friends back when I was growing up. He went to his school, so I didn't know the kid. But my friend is mean, so yes, he probably did call him Bugface.
Yeah,
I gotta get on your ass. You can't show up covered in bugs.
Yeah, but you got bugs on your skin. We gotta talk about it.
Yeah, I got Vaseline on my face. I gotta deflect from. I'm calling you Bugface.
Yeah, I'm gonna be like, excuse me, Mr. Johnson. We can't do math today. This nigga got bugs on his face.
He got gnats on his face. He got gnats on his forehead.
No. I agree. X plus Y does equal 7, but this nigga got bugs.
Yeah. Wait, Langston, were you a Vaseline guy?
I definitely dabbled. I got acne super early. And I think at that point, Vaseline felt dangerous.
Yes.
You can't mix and match Vaseline with severe acne. So I stopped being a Vaseline kid pretty early as well.
Do you feel like your acne humbled you?
It didn't make me prouder. It didn't make me stronger by any means. It definitely kept me in a real sweet pocket of knowing who the fuck I needed to be at all times. I knew who I couldn't talk back to, and I knew not to raise my voice at inopportune times. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Oh man, I don't think I could have handled it. Like bad acne, I think that would have fucked me.
You didn't have acne?
No, my skin's always been very clear.
Maybe it's that Vaseline is what I'm saying.
Maybe. I mean, I think that like I recall like at the worst, maybe at like 16, 17, like during football season where the helmet would rub against my forehead, I would get like pimples there a little bit, but that's about it.
Good for you, man.
Yeah, lucky.
Yeah, very lucky.
Yeah, I had to take Accutane like 3 years ago just to fix the hell that I had long lived through. I was in final stages of survival.
But you don't have like scars.
No, Accutane truly is a medical miracle. It just also has like the most risks. Yeah, that
it will. Luckily, you're not a person who can bear children because Accutane and women and reproduction is you'll
and
have
that's
all
the
types
bigger
of
thing is that it's actually more of a risk for women because the medical community doesn't give a fuck about y'all, but for men the risks are pretty minimal. And Olivia is saying we should get Accutane to sponsor My Momma Told Me, and I'll do it for free. They saved my life. I was going to be a bumpy whore for the ever and always, and Accutane came in and made me different. And I'll never not say nice things about them.
And clearly your sperm still works, and your sperm is fine.
Yeah,
you
baby.
have a beautiful dog.
I actually don't know if that's true. I got my wife pregnant before I started Accutane, and
so
we've been trying since.
Just to see.
Yeah,
and she ain't knocked up, so it could have ruined everything. And thank you, Accutane. Thank you for all you do.
What a twist this episode took.
Yeah, this wasn't what we set out to talk about by any means. So, Candice, I don't know that we got to your true answer inside of this. Do you remain a Vaseline girl to this day?
That's what I was getting to is there's a lot of information about Vaseline or petrolatum is petroleum jelly, right? It's from petrolatum is where that it derives from. And there's a lot of information about petrolatum out there, and I don't know which to believe. There's information that says that it's great for your skin. And then there's information that argues against that, saying there's a lot of chemicals in the processing of it. And so it can be carcinogenic and stuff like that. So I don't know. So because of that, I have not used Vaseline because of that. But my sister, on the other hand, she loves it.
Okay.
She uses it on her face. Yeah. There is an actual term, slugging. What'd you say?
Oh, I was going to say Vaseline face, but I think that yours
bug face. I think that's the one.
I think it's bug face.
Cricket
I was going to say greasy lip moon cricket. I was going to.
Okay, why you got to bring the moon cricket?
Because he's a violent racist.
My favorite racial epithet, by the way.
It's a good one.
It's my favorite one. I mean,
unfortunately, my favorite ones aren't for us.
No, listen. In the late 1700s, white people were fucking funny. They were pretty funny.
Hilarious.
Now they're exhausting, and like a lot of this is just recycling a bunch of things that were meant to hurt us when we were different people. But when they were just looking at us as captives and like making up phrases, them niggas, they went crazy. They were funny.
They did. They did.
Moon cricket? You looked at a bunch of black people singing, and you're like, fucking moon crickets. I would have cracked up if I weren't enchained. Porch monkey? Come on, man. That's funny.
It is a funny one.
There's some good ones in there. I've been also a fan of Spook.
I like that one. I like that one. The Spook who sat beside the door. You ever read that book?
Spook is so funny.
Oh, it's kind of.
That's a great book.
You're gonna have to put a disclaimer on this episode. Candice is black. Ultra light.
They know where we're coming from. This is not the first time we've discussed slurs.
Yeah, okay. we take a hard position on slurs are funny in this podcast.
I said one. They had to cut it out. It was a problem.
Yeah, but his wasn't one that we're allowed to say.
And now I'm like, which one was this? Wait, there's all the other ones were fine, but this one particular one, now you've gone too far.
Yeah, it wasn't for us. It was a different group that
we are not a part of, but a white group.
Oh, but it was a white group, but still not the whites in charge. So we got to be chill. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it wasn't a great look for your kid, for the boy. Anyways.
So, Candice, it sounds like you are no longer a hardcore Vaseline advocate, but you are not on the opposition of Vaseline either. Do you think that your family, besides your sister, are your parents still greasing up that way, or was that strictly for the kids?
I prefer the term lubing.
Okay.
Is that what it's for? What's it supposed to be for?
No.
I don't think you're supposed to use it for lube. In fact, I think they tell you not to do that.
Seems
Damn
like a bad
David,
texture.
You don't even know how to use it properly.
I don't use it. I don't keep it in my home.
See, look, he still got the shame. Look at him.
Yeah.
I don't even keep it in my house. I don't have any Vaseline in my house.
Nope. This is a KY family.
Oh.
It is not a lube.
Lips.
You're not supposed to lube with it. KY family. That's disgusting.
So are your parents still very much lubing that way or no?
Well, our parents are in that generation. It's like if the stuff was working back then, no matter how many reports have come out today saying you shouldn't use these chemicals. My mom still uses bleach every day. She's still cleaning the house with Lysol or you spraying Lysol and Glade plugins and all and I'm like, this stuff has been proven to mess with our hormones. She don't care.
She's like, I'm not having any more kids.
Pretty
plug
much.
It in.
Yeah.
Plug it in.
Damn. I also still plug in the Glade and all that. I'd rather be sick than stinky, I guess is
I got one of these with the oil. It's very good.
Essential oil.
Yeah. I don't know what type of oil.
Yeah, those are non-essential working oils.
It sounds good in a bitch, so.
Well, my mom, she is Vaseline ride or die. Yeah.
Hell yeah.
She'll probably have it holding some in her coffin.
Oh boy.
Yeah.
Bury me greasy.
Yeah.
I want to die like I lived.
Shining. All right, we're going to take a break. We'll be back with more Candice Thompson and more My Mama Told Me.
Welcome back. We got Candice Thompson. We're talking about whether or not it's okay to put Vaseline on your face and if you got bugs in that shit. I'm David Boyd.
I think they actually, how they have Vaseline and they have different flavors. They have one that's like cocoa butter, right? Have you seen that?
No.
I have not seen that.
Oh,
no.
You mean Vaseline brand lotion?
No, Vaseline.
Vaseline is doing flavors
You can buy
now?
A cocoa butter infant.
This is insane.
The blackest I've ever been.
No, this is the blackest shit I ever heard about.
This feels like they don't even put it in the ethnic care aisle. This is like
it's so black. It's just next to the Cheetos.
I was about to say, this feels like they put it next to the Cools up behind the counter.
You got it.
It's just right next to the 40s. Yeah.
It's just Pall Mall cigarettes and cherry flavored Vaseline. And you're like,
God.
I guess I'll take some cherry, please.
It sounds so bad.
Fuck.
It's a combo pack. If you buy one, then sometimes it just has one taped to the side. It comes with, why does this Hennessy come with Vaseline with cocoa butter infused?
You're going to find out. Drink the whole bottle. You're going to want that grease.
Oh no, I don't love that at all. That's nasty.
No,
Wait,
that's
what
not
is
good.
nasty?
And for any Hennessy combo pack, I'll always buy it. I meant more the cocoa butter flavored Vaseline.
No, it's not. You don't eat it, okay? I
wasn't gonna eat it.
I was, and I don't like that.
That's why I said cherry.
Yeah. I was like, which one would I like? Blue lemonade.
So
Firstly,
wait, I gotta go back. I gotta look. I haven't seen Vaseline in a long time, I guess. That feels crazy, though.
It's not. How is it crazy? We were just talking about the best of both worlds, right?
Well,
yeah, that album that didn't come out.
Correct. Now we got Vaseline.
Because of sex crimes?
Correct.
First of all, both albums came out. One did much better than the other, and they toured together. People forget this. They toured together.
I forgot. I didn't know that. I thought it didn't come out.
And the tour was cut. The second tour was cut short because R. Kelly kept acting the fuck up every time he went on stage. So much so that on the final performance of the tour, and this is only like 4 dates in, Jay-Z sent his bodyguards out on stage to pepper spray R. Kelly and end the show early. I swear to God, this is true.
What was he doing?
He kept claiming that people had guns in the audience, and he was like getting in arguments with audience members and shit, and like it was being like crazy and disruptive, and criminal charges were coming down the pipeline, and Jay-Z was like, fuck it, pepper spray that nigga and we're leaving. We're done. Did so.
And that was the last show.
That was the last show they did together, yes.
Yeah.
I mean, it's kind of late now, but maybe somebody needs to check on R. Kelly's mental health.
Decades late.
Yeah, it's a little too late. Oh, it's a bad one. We're saying all the bad stuff today.
Yeah, it's not a good one. Candice,
I bring
you're
it
a bad
out
influence.
Yeah, you really got us going. I'm okay with it.
I will say that to this Vaseline cocoa butter combination that you're referring to, one of the things that I found, because I was looking up, is Vaseline good for you? Is Vaseline bad for you? And to your point, a lot of the reviews are mixed. There's a fair amount of evidence that if it is treated correctly and properly sort of like filtered, I guess is maybe the best word. It is perfectly healthy and causes no toxins in your body or won't, make you sick, anything like that. But if it isn't, and they point to the fact that there are a lot of knockoff brands that they can't actually prove are doing the right sort of like filtering and shit, that it very much is just made of crude oil, leftover crude oil.
Correct.
And is definitely going to have a lot of toxins inside of it, right?
That's what I worry about, is it's made from dinosaur bones.
Yeah, it's just us digging up dinosaurs and rubbing pterodactyl on our lips and shit.
Hey, man, it's just minerals.
It makes me feel decadent and rich in that way.
Fuck yeah.
Right? I like using animal products
expensive.
to make me beautiful.
Yeah, nigga, I'm covered in stegosaurus right now. You don't think I feel gorgeous?
They sprayed this cologne on 8 monkeys.
Each one more handsome than the last. 8 gorgeous monkeys.
Beautiful, beautiful monkeys.
What is the knockoff? We're talking about knockoff Vaseline. So we got Vaseline. Well, you know how they got Robitussin and Tussin, right?
Robitussin, sure.
What would Vaseline knock off? Just Sleen?
Sleen.
Sleen. Get that sheen with Sleen.
It's just an apostrophe. Sleen.
You know what scares me is that they're going to call it Vasta, and then it's just niggas rubbing Vasta on their skin.
Oh.
You got that Vasta, and it's like, that's too close to Massa. I don't like none of this. Yeah. This all feels wrong.
I also feel like if you're going to buy it, don't go knockoff,
Spend the money on Vaseline.
It's also already cheap. Like Vaseline is one of those things because it's so readily available. Like there's never going to be like such a demand for it and a low like abundance of it. It is everywhere. And so I feel like you can get a big tub of it for probably like a giant tub for like $5.
I think it's the same price as Tussy.
As what?
You know,
What the fuck is Tussy?
that tub deodorant?
Tussy.
I don't know what Tussy is.
Oh, how do you call it?
You call it Tussy?
I'm sorry. Excuse me.
You just so used to saying the P word.
I think that I saw a word and I said what I thought it is. Tussy?
Yeah, Tussy doesn't even sound right. That
doesn't sound wrong.
Tussy? It's too close to pussy. What is wrong with you?
I thought that was the joke.
No. What?
Guys, how do we spell Tussy? Because I
you know how to spell Tussy. Don't be like that.
I truly don't know. I know nothing of Tussy, and frankly, I'm excited to find out. And I just need a little bit of guidance. How is
Tussy? I got in a big argument about Tussy the other day because my buddy was saying that it was only for big girls, and I think it's for everybody.
It's for everybody. I had a Tussy stint back in high school.
Who didn't?
Hey, we all tried Tussy in college, huh?
That's why I went to state school.
That's a time to explore Tussy.
I was a big Tussy man from 2004 to 2008.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think if it's spelled like this, it has to be Tussy. I don't.
It is not Tussy.
You can try to run from it, but we have too many words that are spelled this way for this to be special. You know what I mean?
There's a clear precedent that's been set on the USSY words.
Yeah.
I feel like women call it Tussy and men call it Tussy.
That's probably true.
That's fair.
Probably true.
But that's because men are brave and women are cowards.
That must be it. Wait, but that was a deodorant. It was a cream. It came like in a tub, like just a round plastic jar tub, small, and then you put your hand in it, right? You have to dip your hand in it. It's cream.
Oh,
and then
you glob it.
Smear it under your armpits. Yes.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's very sexual, the application process.
Mm-hmm.
Whoa.
You dip and smear.
I gotta believe because it's deodorant, the washing your hands after is not easy. That seems like that would be because it's water resistant.
Brother, your fingers are gonna smell like Tussy for weeks.
You holding your fingers up like, smell this, man. Like,
smell my fingers.
Nigga, you ain't been fucking. You put on deodorant. Yeah, but it's good deodorant, right?
Yeah, it's thick.
It was thick. Wait.
I had no idea about Tussy, but I think we were talking about the cheapness of Vaseline was how we ended up here.
Wait, but I have a quick question about Tussy one more time.
Yeah, please.
What was the purpose of Tussy? Like, was it
So that was the argument, not the argument, but I was talking to my friend about it. He said it was for big girls, but I don't know if that's true.
It said that on the jar, David.
Did it say
Tussy for big girls? That's literally what it says.
Is that true?
No.
Oh, I was going to be devastated for the big girl community. That you just have separate deodorant? That seems bigoted for sure.
Well, you're proving your friend wrong, right? Because I use it. I wasn't a big girl.
See?
And my friend Deshawn also used it. She was not a big girl either. And we both used it like for at least a year.
I think Tussy is just for the real heads.
Yeah, it's described, the literal jug says cream deodorant, which I don't like that at all. And it's almost identical lettering to Tide. It all feels not good just looking at it for the first time. This is a mistake.
Do they still make this?
It seems that way. It's certainly available on eBay. I'm not sure if it's like still being manufactured, but I have to assume they have a big old stock that they're sitting on that they're trying to unload.
It's pH balanced.
Oh, good. Thank God.
Yeah.
Maybe that was the selling point, because I don't know. I'm trying to remember why I started I know it's because my friend started using it, but I don't remember if she was just like, oh, it's got like less chemicals in it. It doesn't have aluminum in it, which is linked to like breast cancer and stuff like that. So I don't know. I just don't.
No, Tussy looks like it's full of aluminum.
Full of chemicals,
It seems like.
For sure.
Sounds like it for sure.
It seems like they're just grounding up leftover aluminum foil and pouring it into a jar with milk. You milk it, you stir it, and you hand it to a big old black lady, I guess. I don't know. That said, yes, Vaseline did feel on the cheaper side. It's similar to Tussy, Noxzema. All of it felt like stuff that certainly our parents were telling us to use, and just felt like raw chemicals. You know what I mean? It was just like the base chemicals that didn't cost much, but were effective at what they claimed to do.
I never liked the feeling of Vaseline, though. Whenever you put it on, it's like...
That's the best part.
I felt like as a kid, I
would just put my fingers in it sometimes and just go like this.
I see why you like Tussy.
Yeah. It's like, now I get it. The whole thing is...
Connecting the dot.
Candice got her fingers in the Tussy again.
Yeah. Candice Thompson, get your fingers out my Tussy.
So we are different in that, because I remember as a kid, that was always my problem, was it felt like it never went in. So
it didn't. You know what I mean? It's not supposed to go in.
That's what I didn't like.
I'm getting mad now.
Vaseline makes you feel like you walk around feeling like Aquaman all day, where you're like, am I still wet? Why am I so wet?
It was like vaguely sticky.
This is why you were never instructed properly. This is the problem. Maybe I need to do Vaseline tutorials.
I think that could be huge for you on TikTok.
Yeah.
I don't know if you will garner the audience you were looking for.
Oh, not at all.
For sure gonna be pervs, but that's how it works.
Nobody's gonna watch it and then do what you're saying. They're gonna watch it and they're gonna stare for a real long time.
Then they're gonna watch it again and again and again.
Yeah, and they're gonna use Vaseline, but not on the part that you using it on,
They got a jar of Tussy.
Right next to them, a jar of Tussy and a jar of Vaseline. Let's hit play. Can't talk about Vaseline again.
Yep, a new CT just dropped.
Remix.
Oh no.
You're not using it. It was not meant to be like absorbed into the skin. It's for like wound healing, and like it's a skin protectant, which I think it even says on there. It's just like a skin protectant. So it's like to prevent moisture loss. And if you have like abrasions or cuts, it'll heal those quicker. But like I said, it seals in other moisture. So if you put moisture on your skin before that, like a lotion, and then seal it in with the Vaseline, I think is what the layering you're supposed to do.
Well, I was putting on
why
lotion.
I'm anti-Vaseline versus lotion. It shouldn't be a war. You can use them together.
They do say in the research that I found that Vaseline itself actually has zero moisturizing properties. That it is although it makes you look moisturized, it is more a sealant for keeping in moisture already existing in your skin.
Yes.
And so they do, to Candice's point, suggest that you lotion first and then use Vaseline to retain the moisture that already exists.
Yep.
I'm putting it on my heels.
Raw dog and the Vaseline on your heels. No lotion first.
No lotion first, but then because it would I remember that. I don't know, man. It felt like a lot.
I'll admit I never once lotioned and then Vaselined.
Nobody did. I mean, except people who knew. But for the most part, I think the general population used it as a moisturizer.
It was the greasiest grease. I saw no point in doubling up on this shit.
It is a greasy grease. That is
greasy grease.
You're not supposed to use it. Also, how much are you using? That's another.
Too much, clearly.
Yeah.
The bomb. You scoop it out and then you rub it together and you can thin layer.
Man, this is enlightening though. I am excited. I feel like maybe my Vaseline process was incorrect though. Because it was also like a go get ready for school. She's not standing over me. You know what I mean? So it was like you know what I'm saying?
You were left to your own devices with the Vaseline. You were never properly instructed.
Which is never a great idea.
No. to leave a tub of anything with a child and say, go handle it.
No, that's not.
Get ready for school.
I shouldn't have had any of my own products until I was like at least 17. I was misusing everything in our home for a while.
Langston.
Did you ever have an apricot scrub?
You goddamn right I had an apricot scrub.
They say that's the worst one.
It is.
It's like very terrible.
It's like slicing your face open.
Right.
Yeah.
Shit I got now is smooth though.
Because it scrapes off the first 3 layers of your epithelial cells.
Yeah. What's that layer of ice you were talking about, David?
The thenosphere?
It destroys your thenosphere.
Yeah. I do got this shit that's like made out of fruit. I got to keep it in the fridge. And I do wonder when I put that on sometimes. I'm like, this feels bad.
Yeah, no, I was using apricot scrub way older than I'm proud to admit. And yeah, no, it's not good for you. I've been told.
No, it's embarrassing too, because it's always somebody like, what? You use that shit? And you're like, oh, fuck.
Even worse, apricot scrub has like scales to it where they're like, these are little apricots and these are big fucking apricots. And I was always like, give me your scrubbiest scrub.
I want it to be like
fucking murder apricots. I want to bleed, motherfucker. Make me
This shit
bleed.
needs to look like stone ground mustard.
I want to look like niggas are working on the railroad, pick it up, and put it on my face.
If you did have rough abrasions on your face from an apricot scrub, then that would be a good time to use Vaseline.
Okay. What it sounds like is I should get some Vaseline just in case.
Just in case.
Yes.
You have like a just in case products. Like I have a texturizer under the sink just in case.
You have activator in your just in case. You never know when you're gonna need a Jerry curl.
Come on, man.
Yeah. Or just like somebody's gonna call. I don't know who. Yeah. It's time, David.
Just to let yourself oh, so silky smooth. Just to let it shine through.
Yeah.
That's how I want to feel. I want to feel like that. Bad. This sounds so good.
It did sound good. Good for you, Candice.
I really liked it.
Wait, can I sidebar really quickly?
Oh, yes, please.
I didn't know this, but the guy who invented Jerry curls is white. Did you know this?
I think we're probably going to have to cut this out.
Why?
You're going to cause a riot. What?
Yes.
Jerry is white?
Yes.
Is that his name?
Yes.
His name is Jerry.
Yes.
And he
Is it
invented
spelled like that?
Probably, I think so. Look it up. I can't remember, but I'm pretty sure that
And he invented a juice for turning black people's hair
flammable,
wet and curly.
Flammable,
yeah. Fire, non-fire resistant.
Yeah. Hate crime. A hate crime, sir.
Wow.
And black people did this I had neighbors growing up. I had Haitian neighbors. They all whole head full of Jerry curls.
Okay, I'm going to ask this, and I might get some pushback from y'all. Is he white, or is he like that?
Oh, he's super white.
He's not like that Middle Eastern white?
No.
Because they love black hair in a way that then makes me go, you know what I mean? There's those like weird Armenian motherfuckers who be doing
Even so, there's
black women's hair and shit.
I'm looking it up. He also invented conditioner.
Just in general?
Wow.
Yeah. Wow.
Damn.
He's from Chicago, though, Langston.
Hey, we do a lot of cool stuff out there, Jerry Redding. Yeah, he really was banking off that name.
It worked, though.
Oh, there he is.
Jerry Redding.
Damn, it's crazy. This is like the opposite of when I found out we invented the traffic light.
It is the opposite.
Yeah, whatever that feeling was.
Whatever that was.
Oh, he made it a long time, too. He made it all the way to 91 years old.
So it's because he was suspended in perm juice.
Yeah.
It was the activator.
Yeah, his body's currently in a tank of activator.
He's preserved.
Underneath the Sally's on the west side of Chicago. Waiting to be reanimated when the technology gets there.
Yeah, they're just going to electrocute the perm juice and he's going to rise from the dead.
Like a Frankenstein.
Yeah.
I love it. There's also, Olivia just posted a picture. There's no pictures of him where he isn't 91 years old, which is fascinating. Like, they're not even showing pictures of him at the age when he could have invented this shit. He's just 100 all the way from top to bottom.
Well, I'm glad
they probably didn't have cameras.
Yeah,
No.
not when
when he was younger.
You know what's crazy is there's this one picture that Olivia posted and the other ones are drawings. So you're not wrong.
He's 400 years old.
There's always been a Jerry curl.
It's just being passed down from generation to generation.
He's like the Black Panther of wet hairstyles.
Yeah.
He's my T'Challa.
He drinks the purple Jerry curl juice and then he like sees his ancestors sitting in a Jerry curl tree. The leaves are just all stringy and wet. And they're like, you got to do it, brother. You got to lead us.
I don't have no Jerry curls in my family, though.
Nobody
really
in your
don't.
family had Jerry curls? What about you, Langston?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. No, I'm not better than that.
Yeah.
Everybody. But, it was of the times for the generations that existed before me. So they all had it.
They did, yeah.
Would you, if it came back, would you consider getting on board?
No. No,
what if
I
it
would
came
not.
back in a true, like, not even on some corny, like, it's just like, yeah, that's what everybody's doing. They're wearing Jerry curls.
You know what I never liked was less of the wetness of it, although I didn't care for that particularly either, but it was more the shag of it that bothered me.
You don't want the bounce.
I don't like the back, the fucking
The
back
mullet.
being longer. Yeah, all of that.
It's a mullet.
And it's part of what makes the Jerry curl the Jerry curl. Like activator exists already and people wear it all the time, but you got to be down for the mullet to really make that style sing, and I don't care for that.
Yeah, you got to make it pop.
Yeah,
Mhm.
short Jerry curls were never the business. Like they would never make your head turn. When you would have to see the Daryl in Coming to America, that long to really do the Jerry curl justice. It had to be below the chin.
Mm-hmm.
Man. I hear it right now. I hear you saying it, and in my head, it sounds cool.
You would do it.
I would do it at first under the guise of like a Halloween costume, and then be like, oh, weird. I still got my Jerry curl. Isn't that crazy? And then like just keep it going. Yeah.
It's like, damn, Boreas, it's Thanksgiving, man. You you seem pretty committed. And you're like, nah, I just didn't want to cut I haven't seen my barber in a minute.
Yeah, just till the end of the year. And it's like, I like to cut my hair in the winter, so to the springtime.
It's just chilly outside.
Yeah.
It's a great horror film I'm picturing.
Me in a Jerry curl?
Putting on a Jerry curl wig and then it coming to life and you not being able to take it off because it's possessed.
Oh, that would be hard.
And it makes you do things.
Damn.
Yeah. It makes me get a bunch of Tussy.
Yeah, it's called Jerry's Return.
Yeah, I mean, how much Tussy I can get with this?
Yeah, I'm dripping in Tussy.
That's what you're screaming at your intervention when people are like, just take it off. You're scaring your family.
Oh my God. That could be, I feel like that's the 2023 Pootie Tang.
I'm not mad at it. And we can get a white man to write it just like Pootie Tang. I'm not mad at any of this.
Yeah.
And ultimately, it means I could get a Jerry curl without, because you can't just do it. You know what I mean? There has to be a reason.
A reason. You'd have a reason to have it.
Mm-hmm.
I like this. And I think we should write this next week.
It'd be pretty cool.
The last little piece of research that I'll share with you, Candice, is that I did want to look up whether or not Vaseline is good for the environment. I needed to know because it is a crude oil or at least the byproduct of a crude oil. I wanted to see if there's any reflection on our environment. And it is pretty clear that it isn't the most good for our environment. That Vaseline, although it can be found in a lot of household products, it truly does come from the same things that are made in our oil spills and things that are extracted from the earth and subsequently is not an ideal product, which did get me thinking, and you mentioned this earlier, about the whole idea that even when we're being told that gasoline is limited and oil is we're at shortages, we never have a shortage of Vaseline.
Not once.
That feels like y'all are lying. Something dishonest is happening here, because if they're the same shit, then why the fuck don't we run out of Vaseline, but we're constantly running out of everything else?
Vaseline should be $50 a pint.
Mm-hmm. They don't ever up the prices either. They're never like, yo, it don't make Vaseline, sense. We got to up the prices because of, fucking Syria or whatever is the issue.
Never changes.
That's a good point.
Never changes. They lying. Also, I do know that Native Americans discovered Vaseline, not the brand, obviously, but petrolatum.
Well, they use every part of the buffalo,
including them greasy lips. Yeah. They were like, squeeze out them greasy lips. We're gonna make something cool from this.
Wait, what did they use it for?
Same thing, skin protectant.
Oh, okay.
Skin wound healer, skin protectant. But then a white chemist basically got credit for it.
Damn.
I'd like to hope that that's what happened with the Jerry curl too, and that actually there is it's like Jack Daniels, where it was like it was a black guy who made it.
Right. It wasn't Jerry Redding. It was Anthony.
Someone else, and he just sold it.
Anthony Milwaukee was his name, and boy, did he know what to do with a little bit of activator in the back of a shag.
Damn. Well, we did something.
I do think we did something. It sounds like if I were to land this plane at all, it sounds like we're all in agreement that Vaseline does have a place in our community and frankly our hearts, and we would be good to use it more often than maybe we even use it today. But we also should consider the terrible possibilities of what it does to our planet as we're using it.
Yeah, I think that's good.
Yes. They gonna keep drilling. As long as they keep drilling, this is gonna be a byproduct of the drilling. So we might as well use it.
Just use it.
Yeah. I'm gonna get some.
Maybe Bory's gonna get some. Candice, are you gonna get some today?
No, but I'm gonna go back and get some more Tussy.
Okay. Oh, yeah.
And I'm gonna buy the Best of Both Worlds album. I never bought it.
You're gonna be in the house with your Tussy and your
I love that. I love that. You're like, today of all days, I'm ready to get back into the Tussy and R. Kelly's music. Not even his best work. I truly want to support him at his lowest.
At his worst.
Candice, could you tell the people where they can find you and what cool shit you have going on?
Yeah, you can find me at Jokes by Candice on social media. You can stay tuned. I have a new podcast with a funny friend of mine. I don't want to spill the beans too much because it's like we have a contract, but it's just not done yet, like in the works of us actually recording. So, but just stay tuned for a new podcast that I have with a friend of mine that is reminiscent of an old podcast that I had with a friend of mine.
Hell yeah. New podcast coming. Candice Thompson and R. Kelly linking up.
Really is the best of both worlds.
The imprisoned world and the unimprisoned world.
Inside and outside.
But yeah, follow Candice and Bori. Where can they find you?
Cool Guy Jokes 87 on Instagram. I'm finishing up tour October 21st. I'm in New York City. October 22nd, I'm in Worcester, Massachusetts. October 27th and 28th, I'll be in Minneapolis. And then that's it. So, come see.
Fuck yeah. Finish up the tour with Bori. And if you want to see me, I'll be at Dead Crow Comedy Room October 20th and the 21st. And then November 10th and 11th, I'll be at the Vermont Comedy Club in Burlington. And then I'll be at Hyenas Comedy Club in Dallas, November 17th and 18th. And as always, you should subscribe, you should like, you should do all the things to the YouTube and the Apple Podcasts and that you are meant to do. We don't. Just do it, bitch. Don't make me explain it to you, you dumb motherfuckers. Why the fuck do I have to tell you this every week? Just do this shit, you ignorant sluts. We're so...
Oh, bug-faced buffoons.
Yeah, bug-faced bitch, you little... Yeah, we call you little mamas, but not this time, you fuck faces. Just do it. Just do it. Sick of this. And if you want to send us your own drops, your own conspiracy theories, if you want to tell us how you grease up, send it all to mymommapod@gmail.com. We would love to hear from you. That's everything. We did it. Bye, bitch.